Hello guys, Fru here. Welcome to today's video. So guys, on this channel we make videos around technology tips, career advice and inspiration. And as technology professionals, one of the ways you succeed or your ability to be successful in the industry is hinged on your ability to be exposed to a lot of information, to gather that information, to identify trends and to follow those trends. All right, because if you don't know what is going on or what is trending, it's very easy to get left behind and to become a dinosaur very quickly. So in this channel I'm going to be showing you, or in today's video I'm going to be showing you this really amazing tool that comes from Google. It's out there. Some people use it, but I think a lot of people are not aware of it, and it can come in very handy to show you trends and to expose you to concepts that you can then go on and do some further study or some further exploration of those particular concepts. So Google Trend is what we're going to be looking at today. We're going to be diving into it, and I'm going to be showing us how we can take advantage of it to stay current and up to date with what's going on around us in the world, and especially in the technology space. So once we come in, so the website is simply trends.google.com. I'm going to leave a link below, trends.google.com. I can tell you every week at the very least I am on Google Trends, just kind of looking. I don't really have a purpose, right? I'm just hoping for serendipity, trying to see what's going out there, who's making it in the news, what are people searching about, what are they talking about. That way I don't get left out of the conversation. All right, so this is where Google Trends really becomes powerful, and this all comes from Google, right? Google is the largest search engine there is on the planet. They have lots and lots of data of what people are asking on the Google search bar, and so they can take all of that and then put it into the trend to say what is it people are searching the most. All right, and if people are searching the most about something, maybe it's relevant and you want to pay attention to whatever it is they're searching the most. All right, or let's say you want to learn a language, you can go ahead and look at that language and say, by language I mean a programming language, and say, well, a lot of people are searching for this language and the trend is kind of going up over time. That might be a good language to learn, or that might be a good technology to learn. Or you might say, well, I'm really interested in this technology, I'm really interested in this language, but people are not searching for it anymore and the trend is kind of going down. That way it can really inform your decision. So guys, we've said a lot. Let's dive in to see Google Trends. It's a very simple website, simple design with Google nature. If you come in here, the very first thing that you can see is explore what the world is searching, and you can start exploring. All right, and I'll do some examples there. Here you can see featured the year in search for 2019. You can go through this to see what people have been searching for 2019. I'm not going to do that just yet. You can see a decade in search, holiday seasons 2019, and the years where it starts giving us some value. All right, it says recently trending, right? Keep up with the latest trending searches. So this is what people are searching. I hope we can see this in the news recently. All right, say I just woke up this morning, I really don't have an idea of what's going on and what are people talking about across the internet sphere. All right, I can look here and have an idea. Oh, all right, people are definitely searching about the holiday season, which makes sense. All right, as we're recording this video in the holiday season, Packers versus Vikings, that was a big game last night. The Vikings lost, I believe, and the Packers won. All right, so that was a lot of searching going on. Marshawn Lynch to Santa Tracker. All right, Chicago Bears, Catherine Tappen, the Chiefs, Boeing stock. This is kind of interesting too, because Boeing has been kind of going through some ups and downs. Their CEO kind of I think was forced out, and so this kind of gives you some context that people are searching about that. All right, and you can search for more trending topics. So let's say Marshawn Lynch, right? He's here in the news. Somebody might ask, but why is he here in the news? Now you can see there's an article that talks about he agrees to a 1-year contract to return to Seattle Seahawks, right? So now you can have that idea that, all right, that's why people are searching about him. Same with Santa Tracker. All right, so now you can start having some context around that. Festivals, Lamar Jackson, UFC, and this goes across industries, across genres. So it's not just about entertainment, it's sports, it's music, it's a lot of things. All right, it's a lot of things that you can search. Like here you can see Lil Wayne is a musician, the Feds raid plane with rapper Lil Wayne on board, seized cocaine and gun. So of course that's something interesting there. Tesla stock hits Elon Musk magic number 420. Interesting. All right guys, so this is something that can be very powerful to identify what's going on. You want to catch the trends, right? You don't want to come after the fact. You don't want to be a late arrival. You want to hopefully see what people are getting or are paying attention to. That way you can get a little bit ahead of the waves. So let's look at real-time searching here. All right, so this is why people are kind of searching real time the past 24 hours. Again, there's really nothing in technology here, but I'll always pay attention to this. I'm just looking at it and just seeing, all right, because I don't want to be left in a bubble, right? You want to kind of burst that bubble, right? You can look at it from different countries. Now let's go back one more to the trends in the US and keep going down. All right, we can see the year in searches and then Google News Initiative. All right, so now we've experienced a quick walkthrough of the Google trends. Let's pick a particular topic and say artificial intelligence, and kind of see what's going on with this particular topic. Is that something I should pay attention to, or is that something that's kind of fading away? All right, so I'm going to write AI, artificial intelligence, and then just click on search here, and then see what Google is going to do. So it's going to look at the term of artificial intelligence, and it's going to show us the interest over time. All right, so the interest over time has kind of been increasing. We can say, instead of just the past 12 months, let's look at the past 2014 to present. All right, so if you see, apparently there was a lot of interest in artificial intelligence in 2004. It kind of went down and it kind of had like a winter. All right, was kind of slow a little bit. And then, of course, we started having the rise of big data. So the search is kind of increased. And then we kind of had this boom here, which is really actually, I would say, the successes from DeepMind, and a lot of the successes here with deep neural networks kind of made that boom that really happened towards 2017, 2018. And then, unfortunately, we've kind of been seeing that it kind of tapers now back. But crescenting it's kind of going, but just a little bit above where it used to be here. So it's kind of holding at the line 50. All right. So it's if you're thinking about learning artificial intelligence, now you can have an idea to say this is a topic that has been around and maybe you want to pay attention to, and then you can go into say these are the states where people are looking a lot about. I'm surprised that New York is above California. I would have thought that people would search for AI more in California than New York, but that's what it is. And then guess what surprised me here? District of Columbia. All right. And when I saw this just right before recording this video, my assumption was that the reason why we have District of Columbia there is just because maybe the lawmakers are reading a lot about artificial intelligence recently, so they could pass laws to kind of govern and regulate that. That's my theory. All right. I don't have any data to back that. And then you have related queries here, machine learning, and you can go ahead and look at the related topics as well. So maybe you pick a topic and you want to see other topics that are related to that. This can give that to you as well. So let's break out from machine learning and kind of see how machine learning has trended over time. Guys, you can see machine learning is definitely on the top, right? Definitely going all the way to the top. So if I'm an individual and I want to learn machine learning and I'm looking at this trend, this is a good field to want to go in. I'll give a few more examples here. Let's do, so we've done machine learning. Let me go back and do one more search here really quick. All right, and the search I would do, just bear with me, I'm trying to get back to the search page. All right, so let's do a couple more searches here. Let's do a Bitcoin. All right, this is like the de facto one that everybody needs to pay attention to. So let's see Bitcoin all the way from 2004 to present. All right, watch what happens. The reason why I included Bitcoin in here is because this graph is just drastic. This graph is drastic. All right, I'm one of those people that pay attention to technology, so I was definitely paying attention to what was happening in Bitcoin in the late 2017 to 2018. So there's nothing here, it didn't really exist. There was somebody kind of, I don't know who was searching for Bitcoin around 2011, but very few. Satoshi Nakamoto had probably just came out with this paper and people didn't pay attention to it. And then 2013, nothing, kind of stayed on the fringes. And then guess what? Boom. All right, now you had this spike, and then as quick as it came, it's kind of gone down and tapered off. All right, and you might be looking, do I want to get into Bitcoin? Do I want to learn Bitcoin? Do I want to get into that field, a chart like this might really scare you. All right, if you're on the ambitious side and you really want to be doing what everybody else is not doing, then this will work for you. But if you're somebody that want to go mainstream technologies, right, then this will definitely scare you or inform you. Now let me stick with the area of technology, because I make my videos a lot about technology. Let's look at let's say you wanted to learn programming. This is one of the questions that people ask me a lot. All right, oh Fru, I want to learn programming. What programming language should I learn? Right, Java versus Python versus Perl versus Ruby, some other language. So let's explore those languages here and see how we can leverage something like this to make that decision. So I'm gonna compare Python, Java, Ruby, and say Perl, which is one programming language. All right, and then we can see what the chart is telling us. So let's go in back here, and that might open up 4 different tabs here, so we can use that the 4 different tabs for the 4 different languages. All right, so let's do Java. All right, Java programming language. Let's search for Java, and then we want to switch that to 2014 to present. All right, okay, that's Java. Now let's go to Python programming language. All right, let's search that, and then we want to switch that from 2004 to present. All right, let's do Ruby programming language, and then we want to search that from 2004 to present. All right, and then we want to do what was the other one I mentioned? Perl high level programming language, and then we want to search that from 2004 to present. All right guys, so I kind of went away from the other ones really fast because I wanted us to go through them one by one to kind of see how we can leverage Google Trends again to make an educated decision based on what is happening, what is trending. All right, so Java, and this surprised me a little bit. If you can see from 2004, based on what people are searching, because if people have interest in the language, they're going to be searching it on Google and learning it and asking questions about it. But if that trend is going down, that doesn't speak so well for Java. All right, consistently over the last decade plus, that trend has been going down. So if you are learning Java and you're a Java developer, this will be something scary to see. All right, I'll be asking, but why is this happening? Why is Java kind of going down? All right, so this is something I'll pay attention to. And then here you can see when people search for Java, they're searching about Java download, Java 7, Java 8, and such. The states where people search for Java a lot: Virginia, Washington, Massachusetts, Utah, Maryland, and more. So you can kind of get some geographical ideas. Now if you're watching this in different parts of the world, you might want to tune these searches to show results for your own area. So Java going down, Python. Whew. All right guys, this is like, let's just put this side by side: Java, Python, Java, Python. I wish I can, let's actually, you can do it here. Java programming language. Let's do this. All right, let's watch what's happening. All right, can you see both of this their interest over time, guys? Can you see, can we see this? Python, Java in red going down, juxtaposed with Python in blue, guys, going up. There was an intersection here sometime around 2017, and Python is showing more interest. Again, this is not necessarily about usage, it's just about search interest. The search volumes as registered by Google has taken Java and is way up there. So in my book, a lot more people are learning Python, or are curious about Python versus Java. And if you had, say, a short amount of time to learn a programming language and you really did not care what you were trying to do with your language, because I always say, if you want to program, your language you select should be to solve a problem that you're trying to solve, right? Let's say that wasn't a factor and you just wanted to pick the most popular one. Guys, in this chart, per what we'd see here, of course, Python is going to beat Java, right? Clearly we can see it, the trend showing us that way. Let's go to Ruby. Ruby was kind of going up, and then guess what? It kind of around 2006 or so, ever since Ruby as a programming language has been going down. All right, ever since Ruby as a programming language can be going down. Let's take Perl. Oh my God. All right, this one is like, if somebody out there is going out and saying, I want to learn how to program Perl, one, you're either doing it because you want to have a specialized skill that only you can be employed for all the Perl jobs that are out there, because there's no one skilled in this language, right? That might be your motivation for it. Or you are just trying to play a losing game and hope to lose in the near future. All right, Perl is going way down. So now let's go back here and put all of this together. So let's put Ruby programming language, and then let's put Perl programming language. So if you really wanted to choose what programming language to do, and you take a look at something like this, all right, again we have Java, which was, Java was the big daddy in the room. Everybody was, back in 2004, especially with Java's web and all of that, everybody, JVM was, looking at Java. But see what's happening, going down, tanking. All right, and that's kind of gone here. Ruby and Perl as just some examples. Those ones have just kind of almost become insignificant at this point when you're looking at this graph, right? Here they're almost down to 0. All right, and then the only one that on this list seems to be going up is Python. The only one on this list that seems to be going up is Python. So this is the kind of information we can get from leveraging Google Trends. All right, guys, and I don't know what kind of decision you make based on this information, but I would definitely use this as a starting point. If I had some topics and I was very confused about and I had no idea what to do, I would leverage something like this to help me make the right or make the informed decision, right, based on data, based on what people are doing. One of the other questions that I've been getting quite a bit for people asking is about getting certifications in being a Scrum Master. All right, and I'll just send them this link and say, all right, go do your research. All right, let's search for let me go back to Google Trends here, and then just search for Scrum Master. All right, and then let's see how that has kind of where it's trending basically. All right, let's take a look. I expect this to go up. There you go. All right, so if you notice, Scrum Master was kind of like not really as much here, but over the years it's kind of going up. All right, but there's like a little bit of a correction here. I'm not quite sure why, but overall it's going up. And you can explain this with the idea that organizations are going away from waterfall and they're going to more agile, and when doing agile you need Scrum Masters. And so if I was looking for something to learn, I wanted to get a certification, I was kind of wondering what certification to get. This might give you an idea on, or can inform you a little bit, or validate your certification, or validate the path or the decision that you want to make. All right, so this is another one that you can take. Let me do one here of edit. I'll do Azure. All right, Microsoft Azure, and then I'll do AWS, because people always ask about this. All right, people always ask, should I go Azure or AWS? Let's just kind of see. All right, so based on what we see here, the red is AWS, the blue is Microsoft Azure. So clearly, the dominant company organization here is clearly it's AWS. All right, clearly it's AWS. So if you're looking to learn one of this, guys, AWS seems to be the big one in the room, and this can inform your decision whether you should learn and get certifications on AWS, or whether you should learn and get certifications on Azure. Some people might say if they look at this, they'll go for AWS because a lot of people are searching for it. It means that a lot of companies are leveraging AWS, which means there's a lot of opportunities, job opportunities there. All right, on the other hand, you might say, well, I want to go for Azure, the underdog, because, well, it's still kind of trending up, meaning that the field is not yet crowded. So in as much as if I have an AWS certification, there might be 10 other people out there with that certification. All right, and now you're having to compete for that position. With Azure, you might say, well, the market base is smaller, so if you get the certification, your competition is not as much yet. All right, and so that might be more opportunities for you. But now, using data, you can start making those informed decisions about what certifications or what direction you want to go into. All right, guys, I could keep going with lots and lots of examples like this, but I hope Google Trend is something that you can use, you can leverage to make decisions for your life. If you're trying to buy something, guys, Google has all that data and they make it available for you here in an aggregated fashion, so that you can use it to make very informed decisions. I hope this was helpful, guys. If you like it, please consider liking this video. If you don't like it, give us a feedback. We certainly appreciate that. If you have suggestions or topic of your own, leave them in the comment section below, and we'll be more than happy to review those and to make videos about that. And if you haven't yet, guys, check out the Really Chrome extension, which is a part of this channel. That way, if you're watching this video on YouTube or wherever you're watching, this extension can sit right in your browser and make your viewing experience really amazing. Thanks for joining us today. This has been Fru, and I'll see you in the next video.